Running a business can be very tiring sometimes. Like you wake up in the morning, you get all excited, you're gonna get things done, and life just smacks you to the floor. And it's a difficult thing to bounce back day after day when you've been disappointed, when you've had knocks consistently. And what I found that when you're building your business, it's very difficult to stay motivated, especially when life hits you, when things don't fall the way it needs to, when all the pieces don't click in the way it's supposed to click in. And something that usually gets me out of the rut is just to step back. Like I always say, stop, pause, zoom out, and then focus. So the stop part is just getting your brain, your mind to shut down from the problem, the issue that you've been mulling through your mind the whole time, and just to zoom out in a sense and see it from a different perspective. Because when you're in it the whole time, it's very difficult to see where you're making mistakes, where the issues are, because you're focused on the problem. There's a whole adage of back in the day of a guy standing by the board, and he makes like a dot on this whiteboard, and he asks the class, like, what do you guys see? And everybody focuses on that dot naturally. And the professor moves back and he says, so no one mentioned the whiteboard. And that's pretty much what happens when you're just fixed on this one problem at the end of the day. It's you're focusing on this one small thing, and everything else is blocked out from your mind. And by zooming out, you can see the big picture, you can see the whiteboard. And same thing within your business. When you fixated on one problem, one issue, then you can't see the other picture of the business or other things in your business that could be changing, that could be the solution for this problem that you're seeing, because you're just fixed on this one little dot, one issue in your business. So zoom out and then get back in and focus on solving it. Practical example, if your business is not making any money, there's no sales coming in, cash flow is low or it's dried up, it's very difficult to run your business, because, well, you need money to pay your suppliers, to pay your customer, your employees, to provide the service or product to the customers. So without money, it's very difficult to run a business. And when you just focus and you're just fixated on the fact that there's no money in the business, it becomes very difficult to zoom out or get the bigger picture, because, well, there's no money. Like, that's a big deal. But sometimes by just zooming out and actually changing the way you see the problem, you can find solutions. And that's something that had happened on my side. So the business was making sales and there was a lot of customers coming in, but at the end of the day, like, there was no cash flow in the business. And like, this used to freak me out, because I need to pay salaries, I need to pay my rent, insurance, and all those funny things that I needed to pay for the business to be operational. And there was no cash flow, there's no cash in the business. Even though sales took up, customers went up, but the business didn't have cash flow at the end of the day. And I had to zoom out and actually find. So what happened on my side is I had to look and see where the money was going, and I had to literally had to picture the flow of money in the business day by day, week by week, month by month. And then I found where the cash flow was basically tied up. It was a simple issue on my side, the fact that when customers pay, when I sign up a new client, I lose money for the first month signing up a new client, but I make that money up for the contract that they basically buy from me. And if you don't understand those part of things in your business, it's very difficult to run it effectively. So I had to make changes in terms of how I onboard new clients, how I deal with my suppliers, how I structure the deal in a sense, so that when a new client comes in, it doesn't drain resources from the business from get-go. I can just break even for the first month, and then from the next couple of months that they've been, that they're a customer with us, we do see profit, we see money flowing back into the business. And that helped me scale the business a lot faster and a lot more efficient, because I understood where the money was. So when you're stuck in a situation, move back, analyze the situation, and then go in and find solutions. But if you don't understand what the problem is, it's very difficult to fix it, because, well, there's no money. There's no money. This business is not working because there's no money. But when the accountants do the books, and then they say there's 5 million, 10 million, 15 millions of annual turnover, and you're asking, but where's this money? Sometimes take a step back, plot things properly, and find it. Take care.